Now let's get to some of your thoughts on a story we brought you yesterday regarding Oregon's Measure 110. Salem's Joint Committee on Addiction held its third meeting Monday morning, and they heard from a lot of people, including Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler and Washington County District Attorney Kevin Barton, who believe that drugs should be recriminalized. Barton laid out a plan to use jail as a last resort instead of offering treatment programs first. But several of you say it's too late for that, and the entire law should just be thrown out.
All I can say really is repeal this ridiculous law. This needs to go back. The proof is on our streets everywhere we go, anywhere in the Portland metropolitan area. I happen to live in East County, and it's just as bad out here. Repealing this law and starting over, giving them the three choices. Go right into treatment. If you don't want to do that, then they've got two other choices, the last one being going to jail. That's what we need. We cannot have people out doing drugs on the street, which we all see it every day, selling drugs on the street, which we see it every day. This can no longer happen. I don't even hardly go into Portland any longer because I don't feel safe. A lot of people don't feel safe because of the drugs. Please repeal this ridiculous law.
All right, thank you, Dean. A viewer on our YouTube channel wrote, "There shouldn't be an argument at all. The decriminalization of drugs was a mistake."
It's the same old trash. Slap their hands, let them go, no criminalization, babysit them. This is why we have homeless tents all over Portland. Babysitting. Taxpayers' expense. This is a bunch of pure foolishness from the stupidity side. Done. Enough taxes, 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 and more taxes.
Now, not everyone is against it. Jim thinks there could be a middle ground. As a former prosecutor and judge when Measure 110 passed, I said to myself, what could possibly go wrong? Well, now we know. Washington DA Kevin Barton has proposed a very practical and workable change to 110, and it should be seriously considered by the legislature in the upcoming session. And when it comes to adjustments to 110, Patricia writes, I don't think we need to toss out the entire bill, but we absolutely do need to make adjustments to it. For example, I believe the law is too lenient regarding open drug use. There should be an automatic choice between jail and treatment when caught using in the open. The only problem I can see is that there isn't enough treatment available. This is a layered problem. There are certainly those of you out there, though, who believe that 110 needs to be given more time to work and that the state just bumbled the rollout by not having more treatment beds available when 110 first took effect. Tim wrote in on our YouTube channel, there aren't enough detox treatment centers for people currently trying to get clean. So where are all these extra beds for arrested druggies going to come from? This is just a return to the failed war on drugs. And Felicia writes, I'm not sure what part of more than 58% of voters in Oregon has our legislators so confused, or maybe they hate democracy. The war on drugs has been underway for 50 years, most of my lifetime, and I don't think it's been a great success for anyone except the prison industry. She went on, I suggest police concentrate on cutting off fentanyl and fake fentanyl supply rather than demonizing users, and that the legislature work on housing the houseless, since a lot of the panic has to do with open-air drug use that would be conducted in private if these people had homes. And we'll end on this from Mary, who tells us that she's in recovery right now. I've seen very few people over the years who have gotten recovery by being forced into it. There is currently a waiting list at almost all treatment centers requiring people who want to get clean to wait and figure out how to pay for it. Giving treatment for free to people who break the law would deprive the ones who haven't broken the law. Certainly all kinds of opinions out there, and you can bet we'll be watching closely to see what happens with Measure 110 during the short legislative session. It begins in February.